Hello everybody. There are only 5 days left until the new year, which is extremely exciting since our luck didn't go quite well with either 2020 or 2021. Therefore, our hopes are with 2022, which is already making us happy to even think about it. We have a lot of expectations from the new year. One of them is related to our favorite show of all time, Yellowstone. Since the final episode of Yellowstone Season 4 will be one of the first things that we come across in the new year, we cannot help but have high expectations from this highly anticipated season finale. So far in the season, we witness so much drama, action, betrayal, and heartbreak. And now, we feel like it's time to finally get a happy ending. That being said, knowing how Yellowstone operates, we're highly aware that this wish is too optimistic to be true. Thus, we decided to stick with rationality when it comes to Yellowstone, and simply wish for none of our beloved characters to be killed in the season finale. And yet, despite expecting the bare minimum, we already know that it's too much to ask for from a show like Yellowstone. Season 4 started with Duttons trying to figure out what had happened to them. The attacks of the Season 3 finale have wrecked the family, as they were broken not only physically, but also emotionally. Even though Duttons are used to be the target of many enemies, this was the harshest case that they have ever experienced. For the first time, someone deliberately decided to kill not only one of them, but all of them at once through a delicate strategic plan. Witnessing such evil was too much even for the Duttons. Thankfully, they put themselves together relatively quickly and started to prepare for a vengeance journey. However, it was a difficult task to find out who did this to them. Beth was certain that Jamie was responsible for all of these. Casey was certain that it was about someone who has nothing to do with Jamie since he was trusting his brother. John was somewhere in between. On the one hand, he was in supporting Beth's highly passionate anger towards Jamie. On the other hand, he was finding Casey a little bit naive. The fact that Jamie didn't even visit the family when they were in hospital put a bad taste in John's mouth, and he didn't forgive this. It's clear that no matter how far they fell from each other, John was still expecting his son to do his duties towards his father and resented him for not doing so. Jamie had his explanations, as he thought he wasn't welcomed by the Duttons in Yellowstone. Still, this lack of communication between the two sides reached a point that they became true rivals that race against each other in governor elections. Yes, you heard it right. When John heard that Jamie will be offered the governor position, he immediately decided that this was the worst idea ever and something should be done to avoid it. Well, that something was becoming a candidate himself rivaling Jamie. This was a total betrayal in Jamie's perspective, as he wasn't expecting such a move at all, just like us, the poor audience. Despite being devastated, Jamie didn't collapse, mostly thanks to the support from his biological father, Garrett, who is also the man behind all the attacks against the Duttons. After finding out his father's crimes, Jamie left with a difficult decision to either hand him over or cover his traces. Well, he chose the second path. Right now, as there are only 2 episodes for the season to wrap up, we expect major confrontations between Jamie, Garrett, John, Casey, and of course, Beth. And yet, we're doubtful that this confrontation would be a peaceful one. The promo footage of episode 9 shows that Beth is uncomfortable with the decision John takes and tries to convince Rip to intervene. In the previous episode, Jamie called John and told him that he wants to meet up to set the terms of their rivalry. We believe that this has something to do with Beth's disturbance with John. There are a couple of options that might cause Beth to go against John. First, the meeting with Jamie might have been too successful, to the point that John decides to step back from his candidacy. Now, again, in the previous episode, we saw John losing one of his close friends, the sheriff, in a conflict. John also had to be the one who delivered the news to the sheriff's daughter, which was highly tragic. There is a slight chance that John is highly influenced by this tragic incident, and thus decided to keep his relationship with his children good as he realizes how short life is. This might also lead him to step back from the governor race, especially if Jamie acts properly during the meeting. That being said, we feel like there is a very small chance for things to proceed this way since John is not your typical father. The other option might be the fact that Beth simply cannot stand the idea of John meeting with Jamie. In Beth's opinion, this might be too much of a compromise for someone like Jamie and thus doesn't worth doing so. Regardless, we believe that Beth's discomfort with John leads her to take the law in her hands and take care of Jamie herself. Previously, Beth threatened Jamie openly by underlining that she will be the one who kills him. Beth's anger towards Jamie doesn't only come from her belief that he tried to kill her. She also blames him for the fact that she cannot have a child. Back then, when they were attached as siblings, Beth asked for Jamie's help to handle an unexpected pregnancy. When Jamie took her to a clinic, he failed to inform her that such a procedure might cause her to not have a child ever again, although doctors warned him. Since then, Beth's anger against Jamie only doubles with every single move he makes. Naturally, we expect this season to wrap up with a major killing. The killing will probably be of Jamie's by the hands of Beth. What are your expectations from Yellowstone Season 4 Episode 9? Do you think Beth will kill Jamie? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Thank you for watching. See you at the next one.